Casting PTO, but we about to break down and just have some fun this Sunday. I feel like we always on technical stuff on Sundays. We're just about to play over under with some stats and statistics when it comes to Chicago Bears players this upcoming season. We're gonna get into it all and more, but you know what we got to do first? Got to play that intro though.
Now tuned in to Chicago Bears Central, your number one place for all Chicago Bears news and content.
Welcome to another episode of Chicago Bears Central, your number one spot for everything Chicago Bears related. I'm the host here, Haize. That's C-Dub in the building, and we're going to go ahead and have some fun. We want to hear from you guys. So as we're going through these over-unders, please sound off. Let us know what you guys think about it all. We want to hear your thoughts, and we'll go to the comments as we end the video. But first up, C-Dub, we're going to talk about over-unders. We're going to start off at the top, and that is with Justin Fields. Now, he's already said that he wants to pass for 4,000 yards this season. We've kind of already talked about that in yesterday's mailbag, so I'm not going to focus on the yardage part of it. But this is what I'm going to ask you. Over or under 25 touchdown passes by Justin Fields next season?
Oh, man. Oh, I love this game. And this is an easy over for Justin Fields. I got Justin Fields over 30 touchdowns this season, so that's an easy over for me, y'all.
You got him over 30 touchdowns this season? Okay.
Yep, 30 touchdown passing, and then go ahead and add in like 8, 9 running. You know what I'm saying? Little quarterback sneaks at the 1 yard line. You know he gonna break away. I'm gonna call it right here. He breaking away for at least 3 of those long boys that he did last season.
That was always a fun time when he did that, for sure. All right, cool. I mean, fair. I'll give you that one. Now, with that said, you said over. You got him over 30 touchdowns next season. How many interceptions? Over or under 15 interceptions for Justin Fields next season?
For his sake, and I'm gonna just say my choice, it'll be under 10. Yeah, under 15. Absolutely.
Under 15.
I want under 10 for sure.
Over 30 touchdowns passed and under 13 interceptions. Yeah. Hey, that's a hell of a season. So
that's my expectations for this man, big dog.
Hey, there were 4 quarterbacks last year who passed for over 30 touchdowns. That's Geno Smith, which is still crazy.
Wow, damn, could you say that again? What the
Geno Smith had 30 touchdowns last year and only 11 interceptions. It's crazy. Crazy. Shout out to Geno. Josh Allen had 35 touchdowns and 14 interceptions last season. Joe Burrow had 35 touchdowns and 12 interceptions. And then you had Pat Mahomes at 41 touchdowns and 12 interceptions last season. Those were the quarterbacks over 30 touchdowns passed for last season.
And that is the elite quarter. What Geno Smith ain't he wouldn't call him.
He was elite last season.
Yeah, but he was elite last season. We'll give him that. To be fair, he was elite last season. But those are the primetime quarterbacks. When you talk about Mahomes, you talk about that punk in Cincinnati, and you talk about my man Josh. Yo, if we could get into those names, get in that category, come on, Justin. It's right there for the taking, man. I think he can do it.
Fair. We're going to go to the running backs, and this is what we're going to do. I'm going to ask you this. We're going to do something different for all 3 running backs. I'm going to start with Roschon Johnson. Over or under 60 carries for Roschon Johnson next season?
Over for Roschon, because I got high expectations for Roschon. I like his hard work ethic. I like his maturity as a rookie. I think he get more than 60 carries this year, for sure.
Okay. Over 60 carries for the third, right? Well, projected. We'll see what he ends up over 60 carries. All right, let's flip it this. Over or under 5 starts for Roschon Johnson next season.
Shit.
That's where it gets a little tougher there.
Oh, fuck. We have a bet on this. So I'm gonna say over, but with my mind and be rational, I'm gonna say under. But we have a bet, so I'm gonna say over.
Okay. All right. Fair. Now, Dante Foreman. Over or under 10 running touchdowns for Dante Foreman next season?
Oh, damn. I ain't being too negative when I say under. I'm gonna just say under.
For say under? I mean, that's he had only. Let's see what he had. He only had 5 last season. He was shared split backfield last season. So, all right. So that's what you got for him. 5.
Dante is a hard runner. I'm gonna get him close. I get him like 7 TDs, 5 to 7 TDs.
5 to 7 TDs next season.
Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah.
Khalil Herbert.
Oh,
over under 10 total touchdowns for Khalil Herbert, receiving and rushing next season.
Oh, I'm gonna go. Oh, this is tougher too. Just for the sake that I have a bet on this shit, I'm gonna go under.
You're gonna go
Khalil
under.
Herbert. I'm
Okay.
gonna go under, bro.
All right.
I,
Fair. I think when I look at the way that the running back thing is going to break down, I think that I probably should have flipped those questions. I think Dante Foreman probably is going to have double digits total touchdowns in the receiving game and rushing game. I definitely think he can have that. Khalil, it's always hard to judge Khalil, especially if he's going to end up being the starting running back, because like, what is that split going to be, right? Because I think in red zone situations, you're going to Dante Foreman. Right. That's at least what I think. But, you never know with that one. So that was a little bit harder of a one. Let's get to the receivers, though. C-Dub, DJ Moore. We talked a little bit about his yardage, so we're not going to go on yardage this time with this season. I'm going to, with this over under, I'm going to ask you, though, touchdowns for DJ Moore. Over or under 15 touchdowns receiving next year for DJ Moore.
This guy drip, bro. I swear, drip, bro.
I got to make it hard for you, bro.
Yeah.
Here's what I say. It's unfair because only the leader last year in Devontae Adams only had 14. So let's change that. Over or under, we'll say 9 receiving touchdowns for DJ Moore next year.
Shit. I'll say over. I'll go over. I think he'll just crack it at like a 10 touchdowns, 11 touchdowns. You know what I'm saying? Like that DJ Moore. If he really having that Pro Bowl impactful year, I'm gonna need him to score TDs. You know that I'm all about that. We had this problem with Cole Kmet. He was producing with yardage, but he wasn't putting no points on the board. So I'm gonna go with DJ Moore over with at least 10 to 12 touchdowns this year.
Okay, fair. For Chase Claypool, over or under 80 targets for Chase Claypool next season. This isn't receptions. This is him being targeted next season. Over or under 80 targets for Chase Claypool next season.
I think that's an easy over.
Easy over?
I think it's easy over. Yeah.
You think we're gonna pass enough for that? That's the biggest question. I want to put you in the best situation. Come on.
Okay. I'm be rational. That don't mean that it's going to negate his impact on the game.
Yeah, this isn't dictated on his impact. This is just how many times he's targeted next season. And I can see how many. Using last season his number of targets, I don't think would be fair to him, just considering the situation he came in. Wasn't really integrated in the offense very much last season, so I didn't really want to use that to kind of give a barrier on that. But he was targeted still in the regular season 79 times last season. So if that helps you answer that question.
But the pie chart. It's going to be different people eating off that pie chart. It's going to be a lot of people eating off that pie chart. I'm going to go with under. Just got to be rational right here. Under. Okay. But that doesn't affect his impact game. That doesn't affect his impact, Jack, for sure.
And so just for the Bears last season, he played 7 games for us. He was targeted 29 times in those 7 games. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that sounds about right. I think about 50 to 60.
50 to 60
am I cutting them short? Does that sound like I'm cutting them short?
Well, again, we weren't, and so that's why I tried not to. I didn't want to skew you off by using the numbers from last season because we didn't pass very much at all last season.
No, we didn't.
And then when you look at when we came in, Justin Fields missed a couple of games after Chase Claypool came on board too, so we were passing even less. So I didn't want to skew with the numbers, but I would say this: I can see him being targeted the least amount between the top 3 receivers.
I think that's right. I think that's right. You spot on with that. I think if you was speaking in basketball terms, DJ Moore, the number 1 option, and then Darnell Mooney, roll my eyes. He could be the number 2 option, and then you go to Chase Claypool or Cole Kmet. For sure.
All right, let's get it. Darnell Mooney next season is the last wide receiver we're going to talk about. Keep in mind, most yards he's ever had in a season was 1,055. That was in 2021. He averaged 13 yards per reception that year. But I'm going to ask you, does Darnell Mooney break his record over or under 1,100 yards receiving for Darnell Mooney next season?
Better be over.
Over?
Okay. He better. Over.
And what happens if he's not? What happens if he's not, bro?
We got to get close, man. We need a big season. Let me be realistic now. I need a good season, and that's going to be between something like 950 and up to 1,100 yards or above, man. We need a real good season from Darnell Mooney this time, bro. because draft coming up.
Marvin Harrison Jr. is looking at him, right? All right. So Cole Kmet had a nice season last year, 7 touchdowns, the highest in his career so far, after having 0 touchdowns in 2021 to his rookie season. So we're going to go to touchdowns with this and average. I'm going to ask you 2 questions when it comes to Cole Kmet. He averaged last season 10.9 yards per reception. Over under 10 yards per reception for Cole Kmet next season.
Oh, I'm gonna have to go over for my man Cole Kmet, and it's not just I'm speaking with my heart. I think this kid is on the upward trajectory, different from most tight ends in this league. This guy's gonna have a breakthrough year. Over.
Okay, over or under 5 touchdown receptions for Cole Kmet next season.
Over. Cole Kmet, the White Rhino, 5 TDs. We going up.
You going over?
Going over. Wait.
All right, cool. All right, last one on the offensive side. We'll get into the defensive side after this. Over or under 5 sacks allowed by Darnell Wright next season?
Oh, what a question. That's a great ass question. Oh man. He a rookie, y'all. It's some great pass rushers. I know how good he is, but I'm gonna go over. Early. It's gonna be early. The first 5 weeks, it's gonna be kind of tough for Darnell Wright. I'm gonna go over. I'm gonna go
put that in perspective for you. Last season, Braxton Jones in his rookie year, 7 sacks allowed last season. Does that change your answer at all?
It don't change. They don't change. They don't change because he kind of got better as the season went along. He got better. I think the same thing is going to go in the lines of Darnell Wright. I don't think much of a 7. I think it'll be on the line of a just about 5 or 4 or 5 like that he'll give up. So I'm going to just go over to stick with the game. Ooh, that was a great question, man. This guy drip, man. You should host Jeopardy.
Listen,
what the fuck is Aaron Rodgers doing? Bro?
Told you we having fun, bro. We haven't really done like a laid back. Like this is the training camp's about to open. It's about to be all business soon. So we about to have some fun on this one. All right, Eddie Jackson last year, 4 interceptions. Ask you this: over or under 5 interceptions for Eddie Jackson next season?
Eddie Jackson been talking crazy, Drip.
He said he's going to have one of the best seasons by a safety ever.
What's his most interceptions in the season? It was that 18 season. He had like 6 or something like that.
Yes, 2018 he had 6 interceptions. That was the most of his career.
Oh, it's gonna be your best season. I'm riding with you, Eddie Jackson. Over for Eddie Jackson. Let's get it, Eddie. I'm riding with Eddie Jack. Let's get it.
Cool. All right, bet. Last season, Jaquan Brisker led the Chicago Bears in sacks, unfortunately, with 4. So we're gonna go to that stat with Jaquan Brisker. Hopefully, he doesn't have to do as many. But hey, over or under 4 sacks for Jaquan Brisker in his second year.
You know what? I'm gonna say. I like it just at that number, but I'm gonna say over.
And if you want to push, you can. That is an option. If you want to push and say 4,
I can push. I can push.
Yeah.
Okay. Then I'll push. I'll push right there. I like that number at 4. And that's not saying that we're not going to have a good pass rush or nothing like that. I just think this guy's going to have an unbelievable season. He's going to end up being the best defensive player on the Chicago Bears after this season's done.
Okay. Fair.
Yeah.
Going to go to Jalen Johnson. Last season, Jalen Johnson played 11 games. I'm going to ask you this. Over or under 10 games played in a Chicago Bears uniform for Jalen, because I know your thoughts on Jalen Johnson. So over under 10 games played in the Chicago Bears uniform for Jalen Johnson next season.
Hey, good Steve Nash assist right there. I am Amari Stoudemire. I come to dunk that motherfucker. Under. Way down under. I'm talking about Australia under on road.
That's crazy. That's wild. All right. Kendall Vidor. I hate that part.
What?
Kendall Vidor had 21 solo tackles last season. So we're going to do this. Over under 15 solo tackles for Kendall Vidor next season.
Under the bed, like under everything. Under the blanket, under the bed, under the car, under everything. Under the tire rod, all that shit. Under.
The way we hate this dude is hilarious, bro.
Hey, man,
I legitimately hate Kendall Vidor, bro. This is how he's gonna be looking when the season starts. Like, oh man, that Tyreek Stevenson dude really good. Hey,
The duck is
That
back.
rookie pretty good, bro. So, I'm gonna go ahead and head out. That's gonna be
Quack his ass, waddle his ass right off the field, though, bro. Quack, quack. Duck looking ass.
Oh man, that's hilarious, bro. That's Tyreek Stevenson, the rookie. We got to go to the rookie. It's always hard to judge because you don't really have a lot of data as far as the NFL. We haven't gone through preseason yet, but I'm gonna ask you this: over or under 2 interceptions for Tyreek Stevenson his rookie year, and over or under 40 total tackles for Tyreek Stevenson in his rookie year.
I'm gonna go over on 2 total interceptions for his rookie year.
You going under?
I'm going over. I'm going over
okay.
2 interceptions. Tackles. I'm gonna go under on the tackles. I'm gonna go under. He's a cornerback. Well, how many tackles? You said 50 tackles?
40, I believe, is what
40 tackles.
And 40 total tackles, not solo, total tackles. Yeah. So total tackles for the season. And to put that in perspective again, last year Kyler Gordon had 71 total tackles as a rookie, 55 solo, if that helps with anything.
He's going to be the I'm going to go push. I'm going to push.
You going to push on that?
That's a real tough question right there. That's a tough one right there.
Yeah, because, I mean, you like cornerbacks, you don't necessarily judge by the number of tackles, right? But you also think he's going to be probably in a position. He's going to be picked on a lot early on. So that can get him a lot. I think he's an aggressive player as well. So, I mean, if I had to pick, I honestly think Tyreek Stevenson is probably going to have around 40 to 45 tackles next season. Yeah. But I respect you going push on that one, too. That's not an easy one to pick at all.
Let me ask you a question. How many tackles did Kyler Gordon have last season?
That's what I just gave you.
Kyler Gordon? He had how many?
Kyler Gordon had 70 tackles last season.
God. That's 70, because they was 71. On his ad.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They were picking on him. 71 total tackles last season. He had 55 solo tackles last season.
Yeah, because that's okay. But I don't think Stevenson is going to get picked on. They're going to attack him. But they're going to find out I think he a little bit more skilled than Kyler Gordon, so it isn't going to last as long. So I'm going to say under. I'm going to change my answer, Drip. Under for the tackles. Under for the tackles.
All right, bet. Jack Sanborn, your son.
My son, Jackie.
Over or under 8 starts for Jack Sanborn next season, which means that Noah Sewell could potentially take over that starting position. What do you think?
Drip, boy, that's what I got.
Listen, I gave you an alley up. I got to give you a difficult one. I know this boy.
I'm going to go. No, I got to believe in my son. I'm going to say over, bro. I'm going to believe in him, bro. He a hard worker, bro. I'm going to believe in him until he show me otherwise. Jack Sanborn.
All right. Fair enough. Fair enough. Tremaine Edmonds comes in, has had over 100 total tackles every single year of his career. Also, only has 6.5 sacks his whole entire career. So I'm gonna focus on those 2 things. Does Tremaine Edmonds break his sack total? I'm sorry, his total tackle record. Does he have over 125 total tackles next season?
I'm gonna say under. He got some talented teammates in that linebacker position. I'm gonna say under that, but that don't negate his impact though. He still probably get over 100 tackles. Well, he will. It said throughout his career.
He's gonna get 100,
but I don't think he cracked that record. He does have a lot of help in the linebacker position, so I'm gonna say no. In the safety position, add that in there too.
Yeah, for sure. Now, hasn't really gotten a lot of sacks in his career. He's one of the better coverage linebackers. Hasn't really gotten a lot of sacks. So I'm going to ask you, the most he's ever had is 2 sacks in his career. I'm going to ask you this: over or under 1.5 sacks for Tremaine Edmonds next season?
I'm going to go over, but he's a very good in pass defense, so he won't get that many opportunities, but I'm going to go over. He's going to make the best of those opportunities.
Okay. All right, let's go to the other linebacker before we move on to the D-line. TJ Edwards, another tackling machine. Last 2 seasons for TJ Edwards' career, 130 and 159 total tackles in those 2 seasons, respectively. Has only gotten 5 sacks his whole career, which, again, considering how he's been used, that makes sense. It's not a slight at all. I'm going to ask you this. over under 160 total tackles for TJ Edwards next season. Consider he's not going to be used in coverage as much as Tremaine Edmonds,
Yes.
so he has an opportunity to get a lot more tackles, kind of at that defensive line, being that second line of penetration. What do you think?
I'm gonna say under, Drip.
Under?
I think that
Okay.
I think the help.
I mean, a better overall defense,
Yes,
so I understand.
yeah, I think the help if he get 160 something to overall tackles, and then Edmonds get over 125 tackles, and then Jack Sanborn is already around the ball.
Yeah.
I don't see anybody getting those kind of numbers. It's gonna be a competition to the ball, and I love it. Let's get it.
Okay. Now, TJ Edwards in his career only has 2 interceptions. Over under 1 interception for TJ Edwards this season.
Under
For
for
no
TJ.
interceptions for TJ Edwards this season.
No, just under for TJ. I don't see it. No, under.
You don't see it?
No, I don't see it for TJ Edwards, bro. Interception.
That's fair. Hey, listen, I can't knock you on that one. I won't knock you on it. All right, DeMarcus Walker, lots been made. Comes in. He would have led the Bears in sacks last season with 7 sacks. We're gonna start it off because this is Bears. We need to get to the quarterback. He's going to be expected even more. Over under 8 sacks for DeMarcus Walker next season.
Can I go with my heart or what he should do? This is a good question because he better. He got to, bro. I'm gonna say, a push. I'm gonna be nice and give him a push at 8. Give him a push at 8.
Okay.
Okay. He need that. We need that. 8. We need at least 8.
Yeah, for sure. I think 8 is a solid number, right?
Yeah.
8 would be extremely solid number with what we're able to get from other places, which we're gonna go ahead and pivot it to Travis Gibson. Next, Travis Gibson last year, 3 sacks. The year prior to that, 7 sacks. Gonna split the difference. Over under 3.5 sacks for Travis Gibson this year in a contract year.
Drip, you nice as hell. What the fuck? He gave him 3.5.
I'm trying to split the difference. You want me to be real? All right. Fuck it. I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna be with my expectations on it. No, over under 8 goddamn sacks by Travis Gibson next season.
It better be 8. I'm gonna go over for Travis Gibson because I don't think he got time to bullshit this year. Over. It better be over for Gibson, bro. Better be. I don't think he could do it, though, Drip. I'm gonna tell you. I don't think he can do it.
You don't think he can do
it?
You don't
it better be over, bro. I don't trust him. He ain't showed nothing in the last 2 years.
Let me ask you this. So let's say he doesn't get the sack number. Is there any way that you can offset, like in your mind, like as a fan, if he gets, let's say, 15, 20 tackles for losses next season, does that offset his inability to get to the quarterback to you?
Absolutely. Well, no. What do you mean, like tackling a running back or?
Attacking a running back behind the line.
Okay, that's different. That's that's something that we can get from Jermaine Edmonds and TJ. We need somebody to rush the passer while the opposing team is in a passing situation. So I'm gonna say no. Haize, I'm gonna say no. Even if he did that,
okay,
no, because that ain't what we need.
Fair. Javon Dexter, over or under what?
I said, hey, I love this. My guy right here.
Javon Dexter, over or under 8 starts for Javon Dexter next season.
Oh, big over. Javon, okay. I got so much high hopes for this kid. Big over, big dog. Big over.
Big over?
Yes. He gonna be us.
Okay. Do you think he has a chance to win out that starting position by training camp? Do you think he can come into the regular season, probably not preseason, but do you think between training camp, preseason, do you think he can earn that starting position by the time the regular season starts?
Absolutely. I think this kid has the draft and the talent. And to give you my preview, I think it'll be Justin Jones and him starting in the middle of that line. And that's my choice.
You got Dexter over Billings? You think he's gonna start over Billings?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes. This kid right here is a monster.
Okay. All right. Cool. Zach Pickens.
Ooh, I like this kid too.
Over under 10 total tackles for Zach Pickens next season.
I'm gonna go over for the young kid. I like this young kid. I think he'll see a lot of time. Even though I said Justin Jones, I think will be the starter at the training camp. I think this kid will get a lot of snaps. I'm gonna go over.
All right. Cool. I mean, hey, I'm not doubting you on that one. All right, next up, I gotta put the C-Dub special on here.
Oh, here.
Over or under?
I know you
Over or
going,
under 35 field goals by Cario Santos next season.
All right. Nano, you be the one, you be with me on all this. I see you in the chat. Bro, if this motherfucker can't get 35 field goals, I want 35 for 35, Drip. That's all I want.
35. He was 21 of 23 last season, 26 of 30 the year prior to that.
What was it? Okay. He's good. He's going.
I got another one for you. I know what you're about to get into. I got another over-under for Santos for you.
Okay. I'm going to say over. I'm going to be fair. No push. Just go push. 35 for 35.
You pushing?
Yeah.
All right. So last season, Cario Santos mixed 6 extra points last season, 6 of them. Over or under 5 missed extra point attempts for Cario Santos next season.
Over. That motherfucker is trending upwards. What the hell y'all talking about? Over. You don't trust no kickers. Once they man is gone, they game is gone. He over with when it comes to extra points. It's a free throw. He can't even hit a free throw. It's free money. What is? I can't stand kickers, bro. They do something to me, bro. Yo, how many games it cost us, Drip? Like 4-5 games, bro, because he can't hit an extra point, bro.
Oh man, that's funny. I knew that was going to trigger the shit out of you. Returning, let's get to Velus Jones. Velus Jones last year had 5 punt returns last season for 35 yards. He had 22 kickoff returns for 607 yards. So that's almost 700 total yards in special teams. We know that Velus is probably going to have to make a name for himself in special teams if he's going to be given an opportunity. But considering the number of drops that he had last season, I'm going to have a high over under for him. So you guys better prepare. But I'm going to say over under 800 total yards on special teams for Velus Jones next season.
I'm gonna go over. I'm gonna go over for Velus Jones, and I'm also gonna add that he better because he another one of those players that we got our eyeballs on you, bro. You gotta perform, bro. You 25. Oh wait, I ain't even gonna start getting on him. Go ahead, Drip. I was about to go on him.
I think that's fair though. I think when you look at the number of drops, when you look at he only played 12 games last season. So when you hopefully factor in better health, when you hopefully factor in just improvements for him holding on to the ball, I honestly think 800 yards in special teams should be easy for him. I honestly think that should be a cakewalk for him.
What about this, Drip? They changed the rules now.
You're right. I did not factor that in as far as changing the rules on kickoff returns. I still think 607 last year. I still think with the improvements, I still think he should be able to get to 700, bro.
I think so too. I agree. I think he should be able to get there too. Well, it's gonna be different. It's gonna be different.
Yeah, it's going to be different. Now, I was going to actually put touchdown returns here, but I think with the rule changes, I'm not ready to predict any touchdown returns. I think they've basically stopped that. I don't think they're going to be any touchdown returns.
You think the Bears don't get one kickoff return for a touchdown this season?
I just don't, bro. With the rule changes, I'm not ready to predict that, bro. I need to see how the NFL is going to adapt to these rule changes. I just think that with the NFL has changed with those rules. And chat, please let us know what you think in this as well. I just don't necessarily see kickoff returns being a thing for touchdowns anymore, bro. I just don't.
Do you think it's a good thing that they eliminate they pretty much eliminating the kickoff return? So you think that's a good thing or?
No, I think that's bad for football, bro. Like it's just if they're trying to get to the point to where they eliminate the kickoff, bro, like that at that point is not football. Now, punt returns have not changed. So somebody asked in the chat too, Gucci Finesse says maybe a punt return. Do you think the Velus can get a punt return for a touchdown? That's a little bit easier.
That's a little bit easier. You sure he gonna punt return? But if he does, I would say yeah. But I'm not sure if he'll be a punt returner.
It's probably gonna be Dante Pettis.
Yeah,
I would think more so than that. And Dante Pettis, I think that Dante Pettis is gonna get a kick return for a touchdown next season. That's just my personal opinion.
I'm with that.
Like that's just my personal opinion on that. I don't think he has one for his career yet, but Dante Pettis to me, like I think now that he can focus and like he's going to be used some in the passing game as well. But I think because he knows that he has to make his name and he's more of a veteran, I think Dante Pettis is going to come in and surprise some people in the special team.
Oh yeah, Dante Pettis has fell into that lunch pail and bucket. He
Yeah,
he gotta get in where he fit in, man. He hustling. So the punt return game could be his, man. He just gotta perform, man. He got the speed to do it, and he got the agility and talent to do it. So yeah, I'm with you, Drew.
facts, facts. Before we go, over or under one postseason award for the Chicago Bears next season? That could be MVP, Defensive Rookie of the Year, whatever it is. Over or under one postseason award for the Chicago Bears next season as a team?
Over.
Over?
Over. Yeah, over. Let's go. As you count Pro Bowls?
Okay, I'm almost done. No, Pro Bowls don't count.
No,
I'm not
go.
counting pro. I mean actual awards,
Okay.
not Pro Bowl selection.
Wait, then let me think. Give me 1 second. Because yeah. Ooh. Okay, I'm gonna say over.
You gonna say
Yeah.
over? Which ones are you betting your hat on?
Defensive Rookie of the Year, Stevenson. Defensive Player of the Year, we might have a player in the running in Jaquan Brister. We got an Offensive Rookie of the Year candidate and Darnell Wright, even though you rarely see that. That depends on well he picks up. I think it's a lot of Roshan Johnson he has the talent. If he can just sneak and take, I got to bet on this, y'all. That's why I'm steady saying it. If he can sneak and get into that starting position at the running back, which is crazy, he can bring Offensive Rookie of the Year. So yeah, there's a lot of chances for us to do something.
The ones that I'm looking at is I do think that we can, if the Bears perform, if the Bears get 10 plus wins, I do think that Matt Eberflus will be in contention for Coach of the Year, considering how he turned that team around. I definitely think that. I think Eddie Jackson can get a comeback player there. I honestly think with the path that Eddie Jackson was on, I think he would have been Geno would have still won it because Geno had that amazing bounce back year.
Yeah.
But I think Eddie Jackson could be in line for a comeback player of the year as well. Defensive Rookie of the Year, I agree with you. I think Tyreek Stevenson has it. I'm not saying the Bears are going to win all of this. I'm just listing off the ones I think the Bears have a legitimate chance at. I do think Offensive Rookie of the Year is a chance there. And then Assistant Coach of the Year. I tell you what, Luke Getsy coaches this offense like we think he can. I think that he has a chance of that. Those are the ones that I'm looking at.
Ooh, that last one, Luke Getsy, and you may be right on that. It would, goddamn, talk about a 360. Talk about a 360, how the fandom could feel about this guy. I don't think the favoritism poll is on his side right now. But if he turns this offense into a top 10 offense, hey man, you right, Drip. I came from left field, man. Drip been killing it. What the fuck?
Hey, listen, I be looking at shit, bro, and I'm just like, hey, listen, for real, like, considering the Bears were run. Like I said, run reliant and run heavier. We're still going to be a run heavy team.
Yes,
we were a run reliant team. We relied on our running game. If Justin Fields takes the leap that we think he can make, Luke Getsy calls the plays, and this Bears team turns into a solid to even one of maybe a top 12 passing team in the NFL, which we'll see if it can happen. I definitely think that Luke Getsy could get in the running for that. When you look at how far we would have come from last season, being bottom of the NFL and almost all of those things, I do think that Luke Getsy could potentially get into the running for that.
Hey, that is absolutely right. But let's get out the elephant in the room. Fourth quarter podcast. What about this, Drip? What about that?
Here's what I'll say. Considering, and you guys know, the MVP vote is as much about narratives as it is about on the field play. If Justin Fields has that 4,000-yard season that he's talked about and has 25 to 30 touchdown passes and keeps the interceptions at a low, he has to be, because of all the doubt. You calling him a bust. People are saying they doubt if the Bears should hold on him. Hell, people were thinking the Bears should have drafted a quarterback this draft. If the national media, because keep in mind this, it is the media that votes in those type of awards. If they hold true to their own goddamn critiques, which we know they don't because they're a bunch of goddamn cowards. But on top of that, all the shit that's been thrown towards our quarterback, if he has that type of season and the Bears win 9 or more games, y'all gotta give it to my boy.
Yeah, bro. Perfectly said, Drip. Man, this is a defining season for Justin Fields, man. And if he does the things that he's been talking about, just like Drip just said, you can't deny it. You got to put him at least in the conversation, bro. I know you got Mahomes and you got other great players, Josh Allen and those guys, but you got to get up in there. Put them in there now. come on. This making me excited, bro. What the fuck?
I'm just saying, and you noticing what I said. I didn't even say his ability to rush the ball, because you add in even with 600-700 yards rushing next season, if he's able to if Justin Fields is able to pass for 4,000 yards rushing or near it, and still get 600 to 700 yards rushing on top of everything else, and we're winning football games, all I'm gonna say is y'all thought I flamed Colin Cowherd 2 days ago. I got tape on every member of the national media that hated on Justin Fields this offseason.
Oh,
best believe I saved every clip. I got a folder in my computer called Justin Fields hate clips, and best believe I'm saving receipts, and the video that comes out the day the season ends, you ain't got to worry about it. I'm pulling every receipt, every skirt. They're gonna be like, Haize Petty. It's not, you know what? It's not even Haize. That's Petty Roosevelt. Petty Roosevelt is waiting. I'm in the wings, bro. He's waiting.
Y'all better watch that hell out, bro. My man Drip is on the job, bro. Look,
I'm on it, bro. I don't love doing nothing more than pulling receipts of people that hate on my teams, bro. That was even before I was a podcaster, bro. I used to save clips of people when I was just on Twitter tweeting my life away for nobody else but my own, bro. I'm petty. Y'all already know I'm one of the pettiest motherfuckers in the world. If y'all think I ain't got a folder saved the video clips, everybody about to eat their words. Like, I'm not ever getting hired by ESPN after that video. I can tell you that right now.
No,
tell you that right now. Ever. They're gonna be like, hey man, you obliterated our whole staff. I'm gonna be like, yep.
Ain't this shit? Ain't this
I'm gonna show up to the interview. They just gonna have it playing on the big screen. Like, you really showed up to this interview, bro? Did you really show up to this interview? You really thought that we just wanted to see if you were gonna show up to the interview? You really showed up to the interview? Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
Triple food, Joe. Hey, to add on that, and probably the closing. When you look at our division, do any other quarterback in that division have your defense on their heels on third down like Justin Fields?
Clearly, it's Jordan Love. No, nobody. The Weasel don't. None of them motherfuckers. I'm not. Maybe Cousins at times, but overall, not. Yeah, I'm cool.
You on your heels when you with Justin Fields. He could take off and take it all the way. If he get the throwing now, if that's gonna come, he got you on your heels. Soon as they put the ball down, get ready to hike it off, you're on your heels. You don't know what is gonna happen. So this guy's dangerous, and I can't wait, man. Drip. You got me turned up. I love this show today. All these damn questions, man. This is my type of shit.
I just wanted to have a fun one, bro. Like, I literally, I thought about that when I sent you the message. I'm like, we're just gonna play over under, bro. I'm not even gonna come up with like some big concept or topics. Nothing. Let's just have fun, bro. Like, we it just like that's what this is for, right, bro? Like, the whole point of this platform is us to have fun with Bears fans. I love that you guys been going off in the comments, man. Because listen, this season is about to be fun. C-Dub gonna be on the live calls. Y'all ain't never seen nobody live call a game like C-Dub. That's what I can say. The post-game show is about to be lit. We here, man. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button if you're not subscribed to the channel. We drop episodes 7 days a week. We are the only Bears channel podcast that's giving you content 7 days a week. That's it. That's it. Bobby will be back next week, man. Y'all make sure y'all go and check them out over at the Shy Bulls podcast with the Cognac Boys. Y'all can't miss what they do over there. They've been having a tremendous summer. I'm just glad to see my boys get the notice that they finally deserve, bro, because they've been killing it on YouTube for 2 years, bro. 2 years. Y'all go and support them over there, man. Y'all can follow the show here at Shy Bears Central on every social media platform. You can send us any feedback, questions, comments, concerns, ChicagoBearsCentral@gmail.com. And then lastly, you want to leave a text message and our voicemail, 773-242-9336. We the number one spot for everything Chicago Bears related. And if anybody got a problem with it, they can come see me. But other than that, we'll see you guys next time we on. Peace, y'all. Chi-Town up.